Hello and welcome to my presentation for all new parents joining Year 3 this year in September. To begin with, who am I? Well, my name is Miss Urquhart. Some of you who already have children within the junior school will already know me. Some of you might have got to know me over the past couple of months, but I am the new head of the Grove. I started in September last year, and it has been a very interesting year, as we can all understand. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to meeting new children and new parents in September. But I wanted to go through this presentation with you just to give you an idea of what the school will be like for when your child returns in September. So as a Grove Junior School, we aim to ensure that we are creative, inclusive and aspirational. These are our three main aims. We do pride ourselves with our vibrant atmosphere. That was one thing that really pulled me to the school when I came to visit before applying for the position. I really loved the community feel that was around the whole school, the way the parents and staff all work together for the good of the children, but also to give the children that real great start in life, for them to think about their futures and how we have that help them on their journey to be better adults and be very successful. But I don't do this alone. So I have three members of my senior leadership team. Mrs. Cunningham is my deputy head teacher. She also teaches in Year 4 Linden class 1 day a week with Mr. Cockcroft. She oversees our behaviour. She oversees our wellbeing and mental health within the school as well. Another member of my team is Mrs. Taylor, the inclusion manager, who helps to support all children with special needs within the school, or any children that we feel need some sort of extra catch up or some extra intervention. Mrs. Taylor has worked very closely with Mrs. Parrott for the transition and has approached many of you and had meetings with you either virtually or over the telephone to help the smooth transition of your child into Year 3. And lastly, we've got Mrs. Wilding. Mrs. Wilding is my assistant head teacher. She is also our Year 6 teacher and head of year. She looks after all our computing for us. So anything online safety-wise, e-safety and computing, she is our go-to person. There are some other members of the team that you need to know extremely well, and this is our Year 3 teaching team. So in Apple class, we've got Mrs. Jackson, who will work from Monday to Wednesday, and then Miss Shields will work from Wednesday to Friday. So there is a crossover. They are both very experienced teachers, and they are looking forward to coming into Year 3 as they haven't been in Year 3 for a while. So it will be an interesting challenge for them, and they are willing to take up that challenge. I can't wait to meet your children. Miss Kelly has been with us at the Grove for about 3 years. She has been in Lilac class for 2 years and is thoroughly enjoying her time here. So she will welcome your children if they are in Lilac class. And we have Miss Nurse. Miss Nurse joined us last year. She did some work in the Grove Infants before joining us last September. She is very enthusiastic and a very caring teacher as well. So you are all very lucky to have very experienced and very nurturing teachers in your year group. But they can't do this alone. They also have a willing team of teaching assistants. Mrs. Carr will work with Miss Nurse in Cherry class, Mrs. Watt will work with Miss Kelly in Lilac class, and Mrs. Canon will work with Mrs. Jackson and Miss Shields in Apple class. Mrs. Ferguson works 1 day a week and will be Year 3 support, so be able to support your child if any intervention or any catch-up programme is needed. We also have some amazing ladies in our school office. Mrs. Sakura is our school business manager. She oversees the premises, all the finances of the school. Mrs. Head is our school secretary and is our whiz on the Sims. Mrs. Turner, admin assistant, looks at dinner money and things like that, so she may talk to you about dinners if that is an issue. And Mrs. Butler, an admin assistant, also looks at HR within the school and also helps me out with volunteers. So if you're willing to be a volunteer within the school, come and see myself and Mrs. Butler and we will set you up with an application form and of course go through some safeguarding procedures with you. There are other teachers within the school that your children will meet very regularly. As you are aware, PE and music is has a very large purpose within the school. Mrs. Bull has been our music teacher for many years and has really encouraged children to pick up and take up musical instruments. We have several orchestras and have a multitude of musical instruments being played. At the moment, as it stands, Mrs. Bull will be teaching each week for all the classes a music lesson. But again, we're waiting for government guidelines to see if she's able to teach all children from September. Mrs. Hudson has been our very successful PE coach over a number of years and is our main PE person within the school. And Mr. Wrigglesford has been supporting her for the last year and a term. So he's there to support, have small groups himself, and can really sort of help promote sport and health and safety with the children. So what are the daily routines? Well, our school starts very early at 8:45 in the morning. That's when our classrooms open. We introduced a soft start last September and it has worked extremely well. Basically what a soft start means is the official start of the school day is at 8:55. That's when the classroom doors will close. But for 10 minutes before that, your child can walk up and walk straight into the classroom and settle down to work. This is to enable a calm and peaceful start to the school day, and also doesn't mean that there are 30 children trying to put their coats and bags on their pegs all at the same time. It has worked extremely successfully, and we will be carrying that further. So that will be new for you, but I'm sure you will see the benefits of the children being able to walk straight into class and not having to line up outside. Break time is at 10:30 and you can allow your child to bring a snack into school for that time. We are very lucky as we've got Bev and Amy, our two main cooks within our school canteen, that actually provide snack for the children. We haven't been able to do that this term, even when the children are back due to government guidelines and social distancing. But hopefully back in September, we'll be able to set up where the children can, for 50p every day, sign up for it for a half term at a time, can come and either have some buttered toast, some Marmite on toast, some fruit or cheese and biscuits. So again, a snack can be available for 50p that you can of course pay through your gateway, the normal way of paying school dinners. More details of that will come probably in September when we've heard of whether we can start serving hot meals again. Lunchtime is from 12:15 to 1:15. All the children take it in turns and have a rota of when they come in for lunch, and there is a choice. So in your welcome packs, you were given the menu for a 3-week rolling program. The children then select whether they are red, yellow or green, and that will be their dinners for the next foreseeable months. If the child needs to change for any particular reason, if they speak to the school office that time in the morning, then they can change to a different option as a one-off instant if need be. The end of the school day is at 3:15, and at the moment we're not allowing parents on site, but hopefully by September we'll be able to welcome the parents back onto the playground to collect their children. But more details of what September will look like will come out as soon as we know. Induction for September. Well, as you're aware, we were not able to welcome the Year 2 children for their transition days over here in the juniors. However, we have set up some alternative arrangements. So on Wednesday, the 2nd of September, that is inset for staff, so no children to come in. But on Thursday, the 3rd of September, all Year 3 children are to start school. They will be the only ones in the building, but it gives them an opportunity to have a school dinner, see how the school works, and to go through everything that we were going to do this summer term. On Friday, the 4th of September, Year 6 will also start, and hopefully, if bubbles allow, they will be able to buddy up with a Year 3 child and show them the ropes a little bit more. From Monday, the 7th of September, all other year groups will then make a start. So by that time, Year 3s have done 2 days on their own or with Year 6, and then all other year groups will then join them. We also do a Meet the Teacher session, which will take place early in September. And again, depending on numbers that we can congregate in the hall, dates and times will follow shortly. We offer a wide range of after-school activities. We will not be able to arrange these until after the October half term, as we have to wait for further guidance. But we will let you know it does take a while to set these all up. So we've given ourselves to October half term before setting out our after school activities, and hopefully again in September we can give you more details from that. However, what we can offer you is music tuition through Katie Metcalf. Katie Metcalf has been delivering tuition for one-to-one or for small group children on a variety of different instruments. It is privately paid for by yourselves to her. We're just facilitating that. Attached, as you can see below, there is a link that you can go to where Katie will be able to explain a little bit more. I will also copy this link and add it to my letter to you that will go alongside this presentation. That is all that I need to say at the moment. If you do have any questions regarding your child starting in September, please contact me at my admin team. Next week you will receive a presentation from the Year 3 teachers that will explain a little bit more of what their classrooms will look like, what they will be studying, and having a little bit more in-depth information. There is also a video from each of the class teachers to each of your children, so they can actually see their teachers and actually hear their voices. There's also a transition pack that will be coming home next week as well. That will have the clear pictures of which teachers and TAs your child will have, and a general routine of what a day's timetable will look like. Alongside this presentation, I've also got some of our current Year 3s to video myself and them explaining to your children what classrooms are like, what the dinners are like, and the music lessons as well. So I hope you find that really useful. It's been really lovely to see those children take part in this and have ownership of that. So it's not of the highest quality, but it's come from the Year 3 children, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. But like I said, if you have any questions, please do contact us through our admin email, and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. But I can't wait to see you all in person in September, so do take care. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.